What is this game, I hear you ask? Well, it's a good question because this is Dragon Champions. And a massive thank you indeed to Dragon Champions for sponsoring this video. And yes, I bid thee welcome to Dragon Champions. This is a free fantasy themed turn-based RPG on mobile. The game has brilliant graphics and engaging storyline, tactical battles with PvP and PvE mechanics. And if you've played games like this in the past, then you're going to enjoy this game as well. And if you download today by clicking the link in the description and use promo code RichTheMan in capitals, you'll get $10 of free loot to get you started in the game. But now it's time to give you a few thoughts on the game as well as just the whole kind of mechanics and how everything works as well. So I like the way that the story is put together. It's got like a contemporary type vibe to it with pop culture references, which is kind of cool, especially from a fantasy based game. The other thing is like how you pick up champions is through opening chests, and also by opening chests you open up things like weapon improvements and other types of helpful items that are going to be able to improve your champions as you go on, as opposed to other games where you have to go to multiple areas. It's very singular, which is really good and also is a time saver. Now look, some people are going to mention obviously microtransactions, and if I'm honest, they look pretty fair, especially compared with other games that I've seen. There are some lower cost stuff. Also, when it comes to increasing the premium currency, there are some options that are quite good. There's a monthly reward, like a monthly card, which you know, a lot of people will be familiar with this channel. We've talked about in the past with other games. And also there's like twice as much on for the first time buying stuff for the premium currency. So it's up to you if you ever want to buy that. Leveling up seems like an easy process as well by doing like battling, and you can load out your gear that you can then upgrade and do other things with. So same mechanics, but obviously different game where it's being utilized in. So you will be very familiar if you were to pick up a game like this. The battling is fast paced and you can even get up to a ×4 and also auto battle. So if you're doing something like studying, chores around the house and other things like that, then that's something that's really good, that you don't really have to focus and concentrate quite so much as the game plays out. Yeah, you can make sure you're setting your team correctly, but at the same time you can either take control or put it to the side, your choice. There's an auto battling function. Now the character designs remind me a lot of World of Warcraft, and I do like the way they're put together. They are complex enough but also simple enough that they look really good. They have the things like the burning sword, as you can see with this character here, Darian. They have the different races, like a panda race, which is kind of cool as well to see these different types of characters, animals. Similar, as I said, to World of Warcraft, just in like concept design and put together, but it's nice to see this in like a mobile game kind of function. Now the way you get champions is different with this game, and we've just popped open a hero chest, and as you can see from this we've picked up a guard's crossbow, Robin, bad hero stones, and as well light cloak. Also, you know, the helpful things, and you can pick up more with premium based currents. And yeah, if we want to complete this champion, we might have to go to the tower to grind out, or we go to the market. But obviously, do bear in mind that you have to be level 8, and there's a few things that as and through this video, we're just going to quickly jump to those sections to see what we get. Also, something to point out, as you grind through certain missions or campaigns, you'll see about gearing and how that's improved based on grabbing certain items. And it's great with the game actually kind of tells you where to go in order to get them. So going through certain types of acts in order to grind out from like the campaign modes. So that's helpful as well. The game is very helpful in very early stages. The game also gives you the opportunity to pick up something for free. And as you grind out by the end of a 7-day period, you're able to pick up a Snorri and as well some epic runes for your trouble. Not to mention, when you begin, there's lots of opportunities to pick up some great stuff that's going to be able to catapult you through doing different types of campaign, or it's a case of doing missions as well. One thing I particularly like, which I haven't seen in a lot of other games, is getting the times up by ×4 for the auto battling. Because if you're like, look, I need to get on some stuff, I need to quickly grind out, I need to get myself to higher levels quickly, then it can be a case when you're in these battle situations like I am now, that you're auto fighting to kind of quickly get through them. So yeah, you continue on with the game. And look, we're now on to the end part of the story. Just like that. And obviously if you don't have any success, then you can go and change your team around, you can rank them up, you can level them up, you can improve them, those kind of things to make your champion stronger to then go against difficult content. Now there's so many unique champions with different types of skill sets and improvements that you can make. You can craft certain items, equip other things, level up as we're doing here. But the fact is, there's so many different types of skills that can be utilized. I think this really matters further down the line, and that's where we're going to go next. I'm going to come back to this when I'm a few more levels along. Yep, now we're further on in the video and I've put up another 11 levels. I've put in about 5 to 6 additional hours of grind in the game, and I must say it's actually been pretty good so far. And to a point, I think when you've done about 6 hours into the game, you've probably got an idea of like how it runs and a good working order of things. But there's a few things I want to point out that I kind of like stumbling blocks, things that I've overcome, and other information as well. So first of all, a lot of progression is level capped. As you can see here, you can get further things to grind out, but you have to be further levels, which in some ways I know people will say that's a bad idea, but I mean, for me, I kind of think that it's kind of good because you're learning and progressing through the game. So once your understanding is there, you are, say, at a point you can do this without any problem. So that is, in my opinion, a good thing, but I know some people will differ from that. I've also found stumbling blocks, and when I mean stumbling blocks, I mean that I'm finding there are times where I can't go any further progress-wise, but that is something that I can overcome. And it looks like I'm actually doing really well. And I've actually, prior to starting to record the second part, I've done some upgrading, which, if all goes well, there we go, 3 stars. I'm actually quite surprised. I think the work that I've been putting in to my gearing has helped out. Let's have a look at that, because that is going to be vitally important. Also, I would say, and just before we get back into that section, when it comes to chests, open up a few chests here or there. You get some premium currency. You can buy more if you want to, but that helps you out to get more things like hero stones, as well as equipment, items, you name it, it's there. There's also a few other things that I've unlocked which are vitally important in the heroes section. So these things called runes. And runes allow to kind of like, you know, they're kind of like extra additional gearing to what you've already got with gear, and can add in some more things, as we can see with some of the percentages. Health percentage increases, shield, armor speed, and more like armor, damage, you know, you name it, it's there. And that's something that I've been doing as well. Not to mention the fact that I really want to get a leadership perk. And if we go to campaign to kind of set a good example with, so if I kind of click battle here, as you can see bottom here, it says Commander-in-Chief, the hero's leadership ability unlocks at equipment level 4. And getting equipment level 4 is actually a little bit trickier, but it is all about getting into the grind. As you can see here, gear top right hand corner has got this emblem that says 3, and it is difficult because you have to get more levels on the heroes in order to be able to get better swords, better items, better gearing in order to get that level up. So what do? We could go to the market. And I would recommend going to the market now and again, because in the market you get to buy things that are going to be helpful, like items here. Now I have been buying some stuff, as you can see with this one, fragments, and then as well other fragments as well for different items. Again, that is helpful for the gear side of things. But loads of different things pop in there from time to time. I won't be spending to grab them. And yeah, you can buy hero stones as well, which all add up to kind of get the champion. So, you know, once it comes up to 50 of 50 of this particular champion, you're able to get it. So again, that's positive. The missions as well are quite easy to get done, smashed out and achieved. They seem to be very straightforward. I have reached a little bit of a stumbling block here, and that's down to runes. And again, to kind of explain runes, there are additional kind of socketing systems, which as you can see are here. And you can pick up more runes in the campaign in here, which is called Runic Journey. And I've been doing quite well so far, but again, stumbling blocks with this. And the stumbling blocks need to be rectified. So champions and hero improvements have to be done. And we'll give you a good example. I can go to here, click find, go there. Auto battle, that's kind of cool. You click that, boom, pops up. We'll have another try. You click on that, and as you can see, it's popped up. The magician's top hat is there. Craft it up, equip it, it's on. And do bear in mind, you have to at times top up your auto battle tickets and energy before you can get back in to try again. But either way, that is what I'm doing at the moment in order to get over stumbling blocks. It is now 9 hours and I've finally got to the point that I'm happy to kind of finish off the video on, because I've reached level 20 and this is the point that you get guilds. And I've started my own guild, which is, as you can see here, it's called rtmdragons. Come find us, you know, we are an open guild that you can just come and join. So that'd be really nice if you want to come and do that. And yeah, link obviously to the game is in the description. Go and check it out if you want to download it. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed my 9 hours and I will continue to play, especially with lots of different ways that's easy to grab certain resources. And we've talked about the easiest ways to kind of do stuff with heroes. You're leveling up, you're improving things when it comes to your runes, and then it's a case you're not only just doing that, you're improving the gear, which is just here kind of like above my head, and you're kind of finding out things really easily by going and clicking on them, and it says like, okay, takes you to certain places you can grind out. But I do make a very kind of conscious decision to constantly be on top of leveling up and ranking up champions so that I'm able to blast through content more easily. And then if I go, okay, I've reached a stumbling block, I can't go any further, then I go back, I level up, I then improve the runes, and that's what I do, just like rinse and repeat with improvement. Looking at strategy will come down the line where I just kind of go, okay, so for this I need more healers, for this I need to focus on the clan side of things as opposed to the Dawn of Order. Top left hand corner it says in blue Order, here that says in the top left hand corner Clan, and obviously that's specific against what content you take those in at, but it does mean that you'll have to improve and increase the sizing of your heroes and roster. So I'm hoping to get a few more, as we can see here with this champion going down to this champion here. Now if you're looking for any hero that's one of the best ones, I've been reliably informed that Freeze Dart is one of them, and especially with the types of abilities this character has, and as well working in conjunction with Snorri, which, so if you're not familiar, Snorri you get after 7 days of being in game, can be really positive, so you can work them together. And that's something I need to work on as well, is partnering different heroes together because they have positive abilities that benefit one another. Very enjoyable game. As I said, links in the description. Thanks as well for the developer to sponsoring this video, and check it out, as I said, links in the description. Yeah, Dragon Champions, a very good game.